Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another amazing session of our series, Super Sunday and Super Saturday series. I know I've been off for a very long while now, but finally I've come up. I have started continuing. We are continuing with audit, sleep with a dream, wake up with a purpose, and live with actions. So I'm going to continue with the audit, and instead of doing these series, chapter wise, I am doing it essay wise for the sake of revision. So today we are going to revise essay 240 as if we are doing it for the very first time, because in this series we are. And then I'll be telling you how we'll be proceeding further on. General auditing responsibilities, principles and responsibilities, auditors. Essay 240, auditors' responsibility relating to fraud in an audit of financial statements. Essay 240, auditors' responsibility relating to fraud in an audit of financial statements deal with auditors' responsibility relating to fraud in an audit of financial statements. Requirement assists the auditor in identifying and assessing the risk of material misstatement, which is ROMM, due to fraud and in designing procedures to detect such misstatement. The objective of auditor in accordance with SA 240 is identify and assess the risk of material misstatement in financial statements due to fraud, obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidences, SAP, that the assessed risk of material misstatement due to fraud through designing and implementing appropriate responses and to respond appropriately to identified or suspected fraud. Objective, the same is being repeated in tabular form, which is identify and assess the risk of material misstatement in financial statements due to fraud, obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidences about the assessed risk of material misstatement due to fraud through designing and implementing appropriate responses and respond appropriately to identified or suspected fraud. Meaning of fraud and its characteristics. Fraud is an intentional act by one or more individuals among management, TCWG, employees, third parties involving use of deception to obtain an unfair or unjust advantage. Misstatement in financial statements can arise either from fraud or error. The distinguishing factor between fraud and error is whether the underlying act that results in the misstatement of financial statements is intentional or unintentional. Although fraud is a broad legal concept, the auditor is concerned with fraud that causes a material misstatement in financial statements. Fraud, misstatement resulting from FRF, fraudulent financial FFR, fraudulent financial reporting, and misstatement resulting from misappropriation of assets, MA. Okay. Then fraudulent financial reporting involves incentive or pressure to commit fraud, perceived opportunity, or some rationalization of act. Whereas misappropriation is incentive or pressure to commit fraud, perceived opportunity, and some rationalization of act. So that's same. Two type of intentional misstatements are relevant to auditor from fraudulent financial reporting, FFR, and MA, misappropriation of assets. Fraud, whether due to misstatements resulting from fraudulent financial reporting or misappropriation of assets, involves incentive or pressure to commit fraud, a perceived opportunity to do so, and some rationalization of act. For example, incentive or pressure to commit fraud of financial Incentive or pressure to commit fraudulent financial reporting may exist when management is under pressure from sources outside or inside the entity, achieve an expected and perhaps unrealistic earnings target or financial outcome, particularly since the consequences to management for failing to meet the financial goals can be significant. Similarly, individuals may have incentive to misappropriate assets, for example, because the individuals are living beyond their means. Then we have a perceived opportunity to commit fraud may exist when an individual believes internal control can be overridden, for example, because the individual is in a position of trust and or has the knowledge of specific deficiencies in internal control. Individuals may be able to rationalize committing a fraudulent act. Some individuals possesses an attitude, character, or set of ethical values that allow them knowingly and intentionally to commit a dishonest act. However, even otherwise honest individuals can commit fraud in an environment that imposes sufficient pressure on them. So, these are our 4 examples of fraudulent reporting. Examples of why people commit fraud. We have to discuss until here, which this was just an introduction session. We'll be continuing with this the same thing in another sessions, and I'll think it will take up to 2 to 3 sessions at minimum. We'll be continuing with what is fraudulent financial reporting in another session. So this was about a session, and how we'll be proceeding. I'll definitely bring a session on how we'll be proceeding further. This was about a session. This is BCA Kajol signing off beautifully from a wonderful series of Super Saturday and Super Sunday. Thank you.